I dream. Sometimes I think that's the only right thing to do. Haruki Murakami writes in Sputnik, Sweetheart. Hello and welcome to a brand new series, Godrej Loud, powered by CNBC TV 18. I'm Shruti Mishra. In this series, Godrej gives young management students the opportunity to do just what Murakami suggests. Dream and dream big.
My name is Godrej Kapadia. I come from the land of Poha and Jalebi, that is Ujjain. I did my entire schooling from Ujjain itself. After that I did my post-graduation from NITI Mumbai. When I was fasting for the first time during the month of Ramzan while I was in 10th standard, I still remember that when I visited this village, the poor children and women were carrying water, bringing water from a distant source. The problem was pretty serious and getting water for their survival was pretty tough for them. You never realize the importance of something until it's gone, and that's what happened to me. I myself was thirsty as I was fasting. So from that moment itself I had this dream to end the miseries of these villagers and provide them with a centralized water source which can provide them continuous water supply and witness the smiling faces of these villagers then. But when the Loud concept was introduced to me, it kept me thinking, and I flipped through the pages of my life, and then I realized that what is that one thing I actually care about and I actually want to do in this life. It was Godrej Loud that made me realize my dream, and also they provided me with the money and the resources to fulfill my dream. Godrej also helped me with the resources and obviously the money. So the only part which was left was the implementation. The student week in my college, it bought me some time to come here and implement my dream. Whenever I visit this village now, I witness the smiling faces of these villagers. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of all the villagers, I want to thank Godrej Loud for providing me this opportunity to fulfill not only my dream, but the dream of all 2000 Louis residents.
That was the story of Loud winner Ali Akbar Kapadia, and that's not the only dreamer Loud has given wings to. Before we introduce you to other past winners, we've got Adi and Nisa Godrej together for a candid chat to talk about the power of dreams.
Welcome to Godrej Loud. Over the next few episodes, we will take on an incredible journey through India, across some of India's best B schools, where some young people will get a chance to live out their dreams. To kickstart this journey, I have with us Nisa Godrej and Adi Godrej, whom we fondly call as ABG here at Godrej. And we're doing Pani with Parmesh here because, you know, Coffee with Karan is so last season. In our beautiful, vivacious, vibrant, verdant office here in Viva Vikhroli. I want to thank you on national television for making my dream, that of the Godrej India Culture Lab, a reality. So thank you both. Loud was another dream. So can you tell us why you decided to support something so radical?
Well, I think one of the reasons was it was your idea, and you usually come up with very good ideas, and we've clearly seen the success of it thereafter. And I think it's a great thing to find young people fulfill their dreams, because a lot of people have dreams that don't get into real life, don't work out. So I think it's a good thing.
Nisa, what about you?
Well, if I have to tell the truth, I think there's quite a selfish reason behind doing Loud. I think basically what we want to do is find those dreamers, people who are passionate, who are committed to things that they're passionate about, and you know, hopefully bring them into Godrej, because we really, really believe that people who are, you know, have these dreams, are passionate about things, will bring that to work with them, like you do.
ABG, you still make it a point to address all our new MBA recruits. I want to ask you, what is the advice that you give them when they join Godrej?
Well, several points I like to emphasize. One is that learning shouldn't stop when they graduate from university. Learning is a continuous process, and one should keep learning. and people who keep learning end up doing very well. The other thing I like to emphasize is that management is only the basics in terms of running companies. What is really important is leadership. And if you can pick up the strong points of leadership, it helps tremendously. The other thing I like to emphasize is integrity. Not just financial integrity, again, which is basic, but intellectual integrity, to do what one says. And the last thing I like to emphasize is teamwork, because teamwork works extremely well, and I advise the people I address that the word we is much more important than the word I.
I've heard stories of you using Maruti car allotments as some kind of enticement. Are they? Tell me about that.
It's not believable today, but there was an acute shortage of cars in the country. I think the waiting list used to run over several years to get a car. So what we did was we put up the deposit for 100 Maruti cars, and we kept getting allotments over the years, and we would offer them to the new management trainees we would recruit. So that was a great point of attraction. So I think we could recruit some of the best people that were there.
I want to ask you about your dreams for India, because all of what you've said are equally relevant for our country as our country is, you know, getting into this next phase of growth.
I think India is a great country. I think the future is tremendous. Our demography is very good. So I have 2 grandchildren who are less than a year old. So my dream is really that by the time they become the same age as their parents, India is the largest economy in the world. It's not just a dream. I think it's very doable. And so I think that would be tremendous. That would be great.
And what about your dreams for Godrej by the time they become the age of their parents?
No, not by the time my dreams for Godrej are much earlier, not at such a distant future.
So tell me.
But well, we have currently about 600 million Indians use one or the other of our products each day. So my dream is in not too distant future, that number should rise to about 1 billion.
Lisa, I want to ask you, you've been shaking things up quite a bit over the past few years. What are your dreams for Godrej, and what's the future looking like from your angle?
So I think my dream for Godrej is to really make it a word that I use a lot, an anti-vasan organization. And anti-vasan is a word in Sanskrit. It meant someone who lived at the border. So he would sort of live in the forest, but he always had 1 foot in the village. And I think you know what my father said about integrity and trust. I think Godrej is not just what we do, it's how we do it, correct? So I hope we'll always very, very strongly hold on to our trust, integrity, our respect for people and the way we do business, because that's the most important thing. On the other hand, we should always keep one leg moving, and I think I'd like to see us get more innovative, you know, break more status quos, go to more geographies and do more things and grow rapidly, but always keeping this trust and integrity in mind. So I think that's really my dream for Godrej.
ABG, tell me, do you have any unfulfilled dreams?
Yes, one. I'd like to visit at least 100 countries. I've already visited 91, so I'd like to add 9 more. But it's difficult. I've visited a lot, so it's difficult to be able to find countries which I haven't been to.
Maybe they'll make new ones now. So what about you?
I think I've been talking on campus, and I'm going to be sharing my dreams there. And I think for me, the 3 dreams I've sort of outlined. They all seem kind of very out there. One is to climb Everest. The second one is to hopefully impact the educational outcomes for 1 million girls. And the third one is to make Godrej anti-vasan.
Why don't you send in your entries and we'll really consider them along with everyone else. We won't give you a summer PPO, but we'll certainly consider, funding your dreams.
Thank you.
And with that, I want to thank both of you for being here to kickstart Godrej Loud. Over to you, Shruti. Let the Loud journey begin.
After the break, we introduce you to the others who won the chance to live out their dream and tell you how this exciting contest works.
My name is Rupesh Kumar Chauhan. I had this passion and dream to fly, to join Indian Air Force right from my childhood. Watching my father in uniform and other uncles has originated this dream in me. I tried a lot to join Indian Air Force and other defense forces. Like after 12th, I have given NDA. I went for SSB, but I was screened out first day. I was recommended continuously 3 times in a row, but could not join the academy because of medical reasons. Getting rejected again and again, it was very bad feeling. The most troublesome or thought was whenever you go to any SSBs, it's written everywhere on the boards, do you have it in you, do you have it in you? And after getting recommendations, it means that yes, I have it in me, but still because of some reason, some little bit of medical issues, I cannot join the academy. But when Loud came to our campus, while sitting into the presentations only, I asked myself that can I share my idea, can I fit my dream, my passion into this platform? I asked this question to myself, and then I started searching for the ways. And after few days, I come to know about the Bombay Flying Club and their hobby flying courses. After winning Godrej Loud, I have joined Bombay Flying Club as hobby flyer. I have completed my ground lessons on the weekends while continuing my study in Native Mumbai. And finally, when I got my student pilot license issued, I am ready to fly, and I am very much passionate to fly and catch as much sky as I can.
My name is Amanpreet Kalra, and I've just graduated from the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, Delhi, and I've completed my MBA in International Business. When the Godrej team came down to campus, we were all extremely excited because it was supposed to be a very different competition. They said simple things. They said that your dream could be anything, but it needs to be simple, it needs to be authentic, and it needs to be edgy. I knew that my dream had to be related to painting, and so basically I've been painting a lot in school. I used to paint a lot in school, but then with a lot of rigors and pressures thereafter, I couldn't get enough time to paint. So my whole idea was to revive my love for painting, and that's how I came about with the think of going for a painting holiday in Spain. Mom suggested that I color for fun. I colored all over. Constraints of lines, I sure did shun. Little did I know, my passion had just begun.
Her pitch was personal, persuasive, and ultimately successful.
To be honest, on day 0, I was a little apprehensive about how it would work out, and since I was the youngest, how I would really gel with everybody. But I think the fear subsided really soon. I think the painting holidays brought about a huge change of perspective. So it's about being mesmerized by the simplest of things. So when I'm just walking down the street, for people it might just be greenery, but I would notice the hues of the greens and the yellows, and I would notice how the sunlight falls in them. So I would personally like to thank Godrej Loud for giving me this opportunity for actually being able to fulfill my dream. And most importantly, it wasn't just a 5-day holiday for me. It's a hobby for me, which is going to be a part of me for the rest of my life, and I hope to continue it forward wherever I go.
Walt Disney famously said, if you can dream it, you can do it. Whether it's learning to fly a plane or a painting holiday in Spain, whatever your dream may be, Godrej will let you live out your dream. You've just got to convince them first. So if you have a dream buried somewhere deep in the recesses of your heart, that you'd like to fulfill, here's everything you need to know on how the competition works.
The contest is open only to first-year students at 12 premier management colleges of the country. Students need to fill a simple questionnaire about themselves and upload a write-up or a photo detailing their dream. After that, it's in the hands of the jury.
The one thing that we look for is authenticity. How authentic is this dream? How meaningful is it to that person's life? How much of a value add will it be if we fund it and for this person to live this dream and then be a self-actualized person and take it to the next level? We really that's our main filter. It's very simple. You send us your dream. Someone at Godrej, there's a big team of us, and it's great fun being part of this judging team because, how do you judge the value of people's dreams? So we fight a lot. There's blood on the floor at the end of it. But at the end of it, we have a semi-final kind of short list of exciting dreams that we think that are worth funding. Then we call them all to Bombay, to our head office in, fabulous, vibrant Viva Vikhroli, which is where we are right now. And we do this reality show style judging contest where they pitch their dreams to a great panel and to a huge audience in the middle of lots of music and dance and real excitement. And then at the end of it, the people who win get their pre-placement offer right away. We welcome them next year.
Well, it's that simple. If the judges then believe in your dream, you get 1.5 lakhs courtesy Godrej to live out your dream.
Godrej Loud and the associated competitions take social media by storm. Anthems, selfies and much more. We get you the lowdown on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Nikhil Mundra and I have pursued an MBA in International Business from the Indian Institute of Foreign Trade, Delhi. My dream was basically a culmination of three of my hobbies. My first hobby is that of Mahatma Gandhi philately. I've been collecting stamps for over 10 years right now and all the stamps are dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi. My second hobby is that of writing and my third hobby is that of traveling. So my dream was first to travel to all the Mahatma Gandhi related memorials in South Africa, places like Durban, Johannesburg, Pietermaritzburg. The second part of it was also to travel to the Indian sites that are dedicated to Mahatma Gandhi. For instance, the entire Dandi March route, I wanted to take that and recreate the entire Dandi March route, as well as go to Ahmedabad, the Sabarmati Ashram and to Porbandar. So at all these places, my idea was to go and get stamps of Mahatma Gandhi postmarked at all these places. The initial idea of going to South Africa was because I wanted to experience what he actually experienced over there. Because South Africa is, can be called the Karm Bhumi of Mahatma Gandhi, because that is where he was actually transformed from a lawyer, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, into Mahatma Gandhi. In fact, in South Africa, I also had the opportunity to meet his granddaughter, Ila Gandhi. So she's running the Gandhi Trust over there in Durban. And she was very excited by this entire notion of me coming back and trying to retrace his entire journey. When I was in class 10, I created a website called gandhistamps.com, and that was in 2003. So now this website sort of served as a platform for me to tell the world that I'm very serious about the hobby. So after that, I started exchanging stamps with collectors across the world by putting up my details on stamp exchange websites, and then this way I built a network of friends across the globe. And to this day I enjoy exchanging stamps with them, I enjoy exchanging this. So the philately as such has been very enriching. I think the Loud initiative was very unique in itself because generally we do have a lot of B-school competitions, but this one actually wanted to tap the inherent passion of the individual. The Godrej Loud initiative has been a great experience, and I would really like to thank the Godrej team for being very helpful right throughout.
My name is Abhishek Iyer. I'm a major football writer, enthusiast and critic. I absolutely love the sport. I've written extensively for football. I've blogged I wrote the cover article for 90 Minutes, India's first football magazine. I worked with goal.com, India's, the world's biggest football website. And then in 2013, there was this major break. There's this Charlie called Andrew Lacey. He has his own football TV show on ESPN. So I tweeted to him saying, you know what, Andrew, here's an idea. Get me on the verdict.
What they normally do now is they falter. The next game is crucial. They must get 3 points.
Godrej Loud, Live Out Your Dreams. They came on campus. It's a peaceful initiative. I shared my dream. I told them that, you know what, hey, I want to have my own football talk show. So it's called Football Focus with Abhishek Iyer. When I shared all of this with Godrej, they said, you know what, this guy actually is really crazy about the sport. He's a lunatic. What Godrej Loud let me do was when we shot, those 2 days that I actually shot for my dream, I was in front of the camera. I could see 3 cameras spanned in front of me. There was a director, there was a producer, there were ADs running all over. That was the dream. I actually felt like, hey, you know what, I belong and this is what I wanted to do all my life.
Nikhil Mundra traced the steps of the Mahatma and Abhishek Iyer got his own football review show. This year, many more such young dreamers will compete to live out their dream. But that's not all. Not just the campus tours, Godrej Loud has created quite a buzz on social media as well. The Facebook page of Godrej Loud lists out the rules of the competition. They also have a page where you can fill a form and submit your entry, the gateway to your dreams. But that's not all. Apart from submitting your dreams, there's a selfie contest too.
And the most exciting contest of them all, the Loud Anthem. The chance for some of these college bands to perform at the finale and be judged by Indian Ocean.
Make some noise, guys!
That's all we could pack in on this week's show. We hope we've given you a sample of what's a mouth-watering contest. Before we go, here's a sneak peek of the roller coaster ride that the journey of Loud promises to be. From the entire team, many thanks for watching.
The country's top management colleges, a competition that lets you live out your dream. The adrenaline pumping, the energy skyrocketing, dreamers confessing their deepest desires, and a whole lot of excitement.